Hey everybody, it's your boy Henry. If you like what you're listening to, you're here for another episode of Dungeon Junkies. Check us out on iTunes. Give us that 5-star review. We love you so much. Like, my character was real easy because he was bad, but just in the fact that he didn't give a shit about anybody but himself.
Yeah. All right.
Well, we don't give a shit about anybody but ourselves because we're selfish pieces of shit. Here at the Dungeon Junkies podcast,
It's true!
we're back. My name is Kenny, your Dungeon Master, and of course with me, we have the beautiful members who are...
Terran Van Sanson.
Finworth Fatos.
Dr. Euphoria.
And last time, of course, we had our epic battle with Bloodbeard and his minions.
Fucked him up.
And
Did we?
Yeah.
you
Well, maybe not
guys...
him, but his people.
Okay.
Bloodbeard is a very tough man, and he did escape. He did escape. You lost your samurai companion Doro in the fight, which
Rip.
was very sad.
For some people.
He was his
Not for
body
me.
was left in the ocean after the battle, but
In
you
the
ended-
ocean?
Yes,
You got swept away?
we don't know,
Sunk with the ship.
but
Probably.
we are gonna find out here, possibly. You guys ended up back, of course, on Herfestag's ship. He lit a cigar, of course, and you guys are now approaching a very large, beautiful black tower. And that's
is
where
beautiful?
we ended. It's beautiful. This tower, it's almost like an obsidian. It's very shiny. It's very elaborate. Simple but elaborate. So you guys are now on Herfestag's ship approaching this tower. And of course we know that this is the Council of 12's dominion. And as you're approaching the tower on the ship, you're sort of approaching from the front end of this tower.
I don't like that.
And these doors, there's very large doors at the front of the tower. And-
Is it the ocean, like we could take the ship directly into the tower?
We're about to find out.
God damn it.
These doors, they open wide, and this bright light shines out of this.
Where to put my sunglasses?
I flip because I got my goggles, my lab goggles, I put them on. They're shaded.
Incredibly, I can't explain enough how bright this light is. It's so
Hurting my
bright
eyes.
that
Did it go through my goggles?
it would go through your goggles.
Fuck.
It's like a. It's
I
like
weld with these things.
It's like a nuclear explosion where
I straight up weld with these.
cover your eyes with your hands, but it still goes through. And you can still see through your fucking eyelids and your hands.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing
Your
can
shadow
stop
is like ingrained into the ship
Yeah.
behind you.
it.
So this light consumes everything around you. You guys can't even see each other at this
died.
point. And
It's
all
like
of
the
a
opposite of
sudden,
Deshushu.
you almost feel like you're in hyperspace. You almost feel like you begin to zoom forward. And
Does anybody know what hyperspace is?
It's hyperspace.
Besides Finworth, he would know. He reads sci-fi.
I don't read sci-fi, but I've watched Star Wars, and that's close enough.
You feel like you're getting spaghetti-fied.
And that's
It's like a black hole.
that's exactly how this would feel. And as you're traveling, your bodies are obviously, they feel like they're moving quickly. And as you're passing through what seems like space and all this weird shit, you're almost seeing all these different planes as you're traveling through, all these different worlds.
Is this like a portal?
It feels
More or
like
less.
maybe the tower's a different like it sucked us up and we're going to somewhere else.
Yes. You are no longer on this ship.
No, I was about to ask
You
about
are-
the boat.
You're not on the ship. In fact, each of you feel alone at this point.
Oh,
And
That's the worst thing for Finworth, actually.
as you're kind of
it's very depressing.
traveling through this almost transitive plane, so to speak, it's almost a plane in between all of the planes. You suddenly come to a stop, and it's the three of you together in what seems like the middle of space.
Who's closest to Finworth?
I would say probably Mr. Doctor.
I immediately, Finworth would immediately wrap his arms around Mr. Doctor, and he'd be crying. Loneliness is not something he's ever experienced. Hey, fear is something he can't experience. Loneliness is something he has never experienced.
Yeah, loneliness is a very
He's
scary
actually
thing.
never been alone in his entire life. Never once in his entire life.
How do you feel, Taryn? How does everybody feel about this?
I don't know.
I'm actually just clinging to your leg, bawling.
So I am like a combination of, I think, confused is certainly
A large amount of confusion is.
Hopefully
yeah,
somebody's
I agree
aware,
with that.
because I am
And
not.
Somebody-
And that's also
think so.
something interesting too, is that at this point we know very little about the Council of 12.
Here's what
We
you
know nothing about
We
the
know
Council of
nothing.
12.
We know that there's 12.
Yes, you
we know there's
nothing.
12.
We got that.
Here's what you
And
guys know.
We know that it could potentially get us back in touch with
yes.
Doc.
Let's do kind of a quick recap on what the Council of 12, what you know. The Council of 12 is a group of pretty much the strongest mages to exist on this world.
Every one of them is a mage?
Yes, they are.
That's fucked up.
More or less, they are experts of
No artificers?
all kinds of. Pretty much, they're specialists in absolutely everything. They're the best of the best. They are the strongest on this planet. They were put together to defeat Deshushu, who, of course, is the one who caused the end of our season 1. He is a
And
very,
that's the largest tragedy that's occurred.
Yes.
Really.
Deshushu is on par with Tiamat.
Oh. Oh.
Even if we know who that is.
I don't like that.
So Tiamat.
You don't know who...
Tiamat is one of the. Pretty much one of the.
I know that you're not
The-
pronouncing it right,
Is it Tiamat?
but I don't know how it's correctly
It-
pronounced.
no,
We'll find out
we
after.
pronounce things-
Tiamat?
It might
Tiamat?
be Tiamat.
I think it's Tiamat.
I'm saying Tiamat.
Tiamat?
I'm sticking
Tiamat. Tiamat?
Tiamat.
I don't know.
Tiamat. Anyway.
I like Tiamat, but I don't know if that's correct.
Would you like me to go with Tiamat?
No. Go with whatever
Tiamat.
you feel, bro.
So Tiamat
It's really
Yes.
is one of the demon lords.
okay.
One of the rulers in. Why can't I think of
Nine
the
Hells?
plane? Not
No,
the Nine
that's
Hells.
it
I
doesn't matter.
literally-
The demon place. Demon
The
place.
demon place.
You all know the demon
I
place.
should know as the DM, and I do not. Let's continue. Deshushu's on par with Tiamat. And we don't know. We obviously know it's an incredibly evil being. The Council of 12 was formed to take care of Deshushu. And that is what they did. On
Wait, they
Quavius-
did?
They did in the past.
Oh,
they- yeah, they
not
did in
this
the-
council.
Right, not
Last council.
well,
the original.
We don't know.
Oh.
The Council. And
I'm interested.
on
I'm
Quavius, the
curiously
leader
sipping.
of the Council of 12, handled it by himself. He rained down comets onto Deshushu and created the swamp that you guys were in. Pretty much sacrificed himself for the better of the planet. This planet.
He
So-
died. He died during
yes,
that.
and Quavius,
Yes.
well, as far as we know, yes. And so that's all we know. We know that this is a group of the most powerful beings on this planet, possibly in existence, that were brought here to save and protect and better this world.
Now, are they? I know that you say they're mages, but are they demigods? Are they? You know what I mean?
You don't know.
One of them's Iava, right? We know at least one of them is Iava.
You do not.
We would suspect because she was the leader of Cock last time we were here.
And
The Council of 12 was informed the last time we were here, right?
No.
Right, okay.
Tiniko
Tiniko.
is the leader of Cock.
That's right.
Oh.
Tiniko.
Finworth would assume that Tiniko is one of the members, and I could be entirely wrong about that.
and you would be completely right to assume that, because Tiniko finally showed her power.
They
When
saved
you
our
were on the
asses.
Sky
Yeah,
Islands.
they saved our asses. They fought a god.
And
pretty
that
much.
was, and she single-handedly in 2 seconds handled it.
Was Iava there too?
Negative.
Okay, it was.
You have not
okay,
seen
it was
Iava
it was a
since-
shit ton of other people, but we have actually never seen Iava.
You've
No.
seen Iava. Remember, Iava was the fortune teller.
No,
outside
no.
of
I mean,
Raj.
our character, like Finworth.
Oh, no.
right.
No, yeah,
right,
I'm sorry.
we haven't seen them.
We haven't seen them. Okay.
Fenworth, Mr. Doctor, and Terran have not. Don't even know Iava. The legend of the Council of 12 and the story of Enquavius and Deshushu are incredibly important in the forming of this world. And you would know they're here for the better of the world. They are not your enemies.
I have one question related to that, like mythology.
Sure.
When Onquavius, brought the meteor shower down to kill Deshushu, and he died, was it because he died by bringing it onto himself?
Yes.
So if he died, or like when he died, or maybe whatever, it would be within the Black Marsh?
Yes.
Okay, so we might need to...
Possibly.
If we wanted to resurrect him,
We're gonna have to go back to the marsh again.
back to the marsh.
I mean, last time we
Which
went
would
to
be
the
a good
marsh, it
place to
didn't.
find-
Well, we actually never made it to the marsh fully last
Well,
time.
no, we
You
were
were
in the
in the
marsh.
marsh.
We just died in the marsh.
It ended at the carnival.
But that would be a good place to find the heart of Boyata,
Well,
and resurrect.
I mean, it's-
resurrect Onquavius.
I mean, that would be awesome. It's been.
This is many years past.
This is
all this.
Doesn't-
years ago now.
Doesn't matter as far as the resurrection
It's
spell
two
goes.
2.5
Right,
years.
that's-
If we can
Yeah,
get his
but
bones.
Jack had.
Yeah, but speaking of the.
But Jack
tumor,
had-
or the heart. Sorry.
Oh,
And
yes.
all
Yeah.
of you.
That's high
Control of the
hopes.
heart.
That's high hopes.
So,
I don't think we're getting the heart back anytime soon.
real quick,
Don't tell the DM that.
So real quick, all of you would. I'm not gonna have you roll history checks. You are some of Cock's top members,
Hell yeah.
and
Top cock.
this is information that you would
I'm
know.
the big cock.
Big cock. Alpha cock.
You would know of your past characters, of course.
Even though they failed.
and you would know
did.
that they are considered heroes and legends.
Yes.
That means they're going to all be alive and evil and betrayed.
Hey, look. We fucked some shit up last time, but we tried. We saved kids.
We saved
You-
kids
you
and
got-
we stopped what's his name from peeing on everything.
So yeah, so your previous characters are known as legends at this point. Legends that did what they could to retrieve the heart of Boyata, which you're going to find out is incredibly important.
I feel like that was like Ganta just telling them how cool we were.
Probably.
He was there for
believe
everything.
Yeah. So
Thanks,
you
bro.
guys are in the middle of what seems like space. It seems like you've traveled in this transitive plane through, and you saw, water plane, fire plane, Mount Celestia. You even saw the Nine Hells as you were passing through this transitive plane.
Now, as we are traveling,
Well, now you're stopped.
we're stopped.
This is just what you
and
see.
are we standing or are we floating?
You're floating.
Good. I want to do a front flip.
You do the shit out of it.
And then I turn to Fenworth and I go, "Hey, you should try it."
I am
Excuse me.
actually still holding onto his leg.
So you did it as well.
And effortlessly, you do a beautiful front flip
Woohoo!
with Fenworth crying on your legs.
So what is this? This place just looks like space.
Well, no, we no longer feel alone, right?
I would
That's
say
why I
not
did it.
together.
Okay,
But
I would.
it is just the three. of
I
you.
let go after the front flip.
And
Can I do a
everybody perception
perception check?
Perception.
Everybody.
9.
Okay. Not so hot.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Can I Arcana instead?
Absolutely.
I want to Arcana because I'm very
I would
That's
like
what I
you-
wanted to do
I would
originally.
like you to do both.
okay.
All of you.
Well, I got a 5 on the perception. Cool. And I
Arcana is
got a
18.
4 on the arcane.
What'd you get on perception?
5.
What about you, Fenworth?
I know everything. I rolled 2 17s.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, perception is a +0. So, 17 for perception.
Okay.
But that is a 22 for my Arcana.
So,
Actually, I'm sorry, 24, because I have a +7 to Arcana.
so
Oh, I'm
here-
sorry, 25. It's a +8 for my Arcana. I forget proficiency is
Taryn,
+3.
Taryn had low perception and Arcana, correct?
I have okay Arcana, but I just rolled really bad.
Okay. So, we'll start with Fenworth and Mr. Doctor.
25.
You guys feel an immense power approaching. You've never felt anything like this before. I would say you're incredibly overwhelmed. It doesn't feel obviously evil.
Okay.
You feel
that was
comfort.
my next question. Oh.
But it is.
But it's still overwhelming.
This is the strongest feeling of power you've ever felt.
Exciting!
It's almost weighing yourself down because this power is so strong. Fenworth, you're going to notice, sort of all around you, these lights quickly approaching.
Uh-oh! Guys, look out!
And as soon as you say that, immediately all of you are illuminated.
Cool.
And surrounding you are almost, there's some kind of translucent beings surrounding all of you.
I've never seen before.
What do they look like?
I've never heard of before. I don't recognize.
You see, I would say none of you can.
Okay.
You know who they are, of course, because this, of course, is in fact the Council of 12 surrounding you at this point.
Okay.
And they're all different. You can vaguely tell races. It looks like they're of pretty much all races.
Oh,
You
but
can-
they're all in spirit form.
They're all some kind of, we'll say, some kind of being that has transcended human form. And they surround all of you, and I would say
Should I say
everybody would be in, yeah, just like Henry's face, in awe.
Yeah.
Well, no, I actually think this would be the ultimate goal for Fenworth. Because they transcended their physical forms as magical, like they were mages that just knew so much about magic that they were like, I don't give a shit about this shit. They transcended. Fenworth's whole thing is he doesn't believe in gods because he thinks that they're just people that know a shitload about magic.
Yes.
So these guys figured it all out.
That's quite a sight, I would say, for
and
Fenworth.
and
then.
Fenworth would think that, oh shit, I need to be like these guys. They know everything. Everything I want to know, they know. I'd want to transcend. Holy shit, I didn't even know I wanted to transcend. And now I want to. I gotta transcend.
Yeah. I think Dr. Euphoria would also be in that state of shock and awe.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
I think I just figured out what Fenworth is all about.
definitely overwhelmed.
Yes.
Me,
Yes, overwhelmed.
but also in a positive way because
Yes.
Dr. Euphoria is still he's a cleric. He has a
Yeah.
very strong.
These guys are mages, but they're not gods.
right.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Fenworth doesn't see a difference.
Yeah. Well, how does Taryn feel?
I mean, Terrence still just sees them as
Probably pretty similar to...
mages.
Yeah, mages, really powerful mages.
Yeah,
and you,
definitely.
And you did some weird magic stuff.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And you got rid of your body like an asshole,
Yeah.
but you're still not a god.
Yeah, no gods here. There's only one god.
Fenworth sees no difference.
Yeah, but powerful mages. That's cool.
And in all of these, you hear in your heads voices beginning to speak to you. And it sounds like what you would
That's
assume
what I want.
is a combination of all of these beings surrounding you.
Oh.
And let me clarify, there are 11 forms
Oh, because the
I would
12th
say-
one was wasn't it
on Quavius.
Unquavius? He's the one who sacrificed himself.
Oh, I was hoping there was a actually 12th that was like a Judas of the group, and Onquavius was here amongst them.
Oh,
Fuck, are you saying Onquavius isn't here?
Quavius is not here.
Probably not.
Heroes of Cock, welcome.
thank you.
I like how I worded that.
Where
It was
Where-
still called... Oh,
where
I mean,
where are we?
You're in between all planes in something we created.
Can we go
This-
back?
We want to go back in time.
Yeah.
We want to save the city. Fandoria, it was destroyed. And my whole family was killed.
You may go back, but we cannot do that at this time because we need your help first.
Oh.
Okay, same song and
very-
dance.
That's very nice of you to. think that
How
help
can
you.
we help?
We need help bringing Unquavius back.
Wait.
Hell yeah.
How are
But-
we gonna do that? The resurrection? What do we need to do?
Well, I can ask him.
There's
that,
there's one that caresses your face. Patient.
So how
It's a snake
how are we
person.
supposed to do this? Where is he? Why do you need our help?
Yeah, why
There
don't
you
guys
go.
do this?
There we go. We need help retrieving the heart of Boyada. We have heard. What are you laughing at?
No, I was just like drinking, and it was like, oh, we fucked this up 6 months ago.
That was us.
It was just me realizing how much we fucked up earlier.
The heart of Boyada is the heart of Enquavius himself.
What?
And we have information that the archangels are in possession of it.
Whoa, because that would be kind of crazy. Really?
Well, so I'm still wondering why can't you guys do this yourself? Why ask us feeble people
Can
to
you-
help you
Can you
versus
leave?
11 amazing mages?
Are you able to leave the tower?
We are stuck here
Are you
until
like master
Enquavius
servers?
is brought back.
Oh,
And there's nothing
Because
we
we
can
weren't
do.
able to talk to them until we came here. That's what I.
Wait,
There's
so
very-
We had to
if
go
when
into the
Unquavius, when we
got stuck
retrieve
through a
him
portal.
and bring him back,
They might not be all.
what will
powerful.
happen to all of you?
They might just be normal
they're not that
spirits.
powerful.
They might not be that powerful at all.
Yeah.
As soon as Unquavius is brought back, we can return to our physical forms. For now, we are trapped here. There's very little we can do.
How long have you been here for?
Many, many centuries ago. We've sort of lost track of time since we've been trapped here.
I would imagine it gets kind of boring. What do you do for fun?
Play hacky sack.
Play hacky sack.
There's a hacky sack?
That's
I look around for a hacky sack. Perception check.
Perception.
That's a 9.
No,
You see no hacky sack.
Liar.
All you see is light.
So
Hacky
it,
sack of light.
once we help
Not
you
gonna
with
lie.
this, once we help you with this, will you be able to send us back in time?
With Unquavius brought back, there will be much, much more we can do for you.
That is not a
Including
yes.
bringing you back
Okay.
to your own time. But it's going to be a dangerous, dangerous journey.
Is there one specifically talking to us?
This
it's all
is a
like one voice.
combination telepathically of all 11 of these voices happening.
I would say I'm still probably fairly close to Mr. Doctor's leg.
Yes.
Because I just let go of it.
Hi, sir.
Hey. I would look out from behind Mr. Doctor and go, but if you send us back to our time, and we fix things back then, and we never come back in time and bring Unquavius back, how can you send us back to our time?
Repeat that question.
I agree. I lost like halfway through.
Yeah, I get it. It's a
Now,
it's
see,
a paradox.
I studied a little bit of paradox back in Vag, and one of the things we talked about was theoretical time travel, and they told us don't do it because I actually looked at it because I could make a lot of money if I do some time travel. But they said if we went in time back in time and prevented us from going back in time in the past, then we wouldn't be able to go back in time and prevent us from going back in time. So we would go back in time and then not prevent us from going back in time, and it would cause a paradox. And we would
Yeah, that
destroy.
sounds confusing.
Exactly. So if we went back in time
I see what you're saying.
and saved everything and prevented us from needing to go back in time, we would never go back in time and save everything.
So, Yeah, I guess we don't really know that much about time
Now,
travel.
No, I know that much.
Realistically,
And that was just easy.
realistically, I don't know why you would prevent yourself from jumping forward when you jump forward into the future and you have knowledge of the future, and then you go back in time for the purpose of saving all this bad shit that's happening.
I want to also interpose that all of Finworth's knowledge is theoretical because
Yes.
nobody in Vag has ever time traveled. Because my knowledge of time travel laws could be entirely incorrect.
It could be as simple as pie.
And also doesn't stop him from wanting to try.
And actually, I do have one more question for you.
Of course.
Can you explain to us how exactly we jumped in time 2 years?
That is an answer we do not have, unfortunately. All we know,
Yeah, we've been hearing that quite a lot.
We'll figure it out later.
all we
Somebody will
know
tell us.
is Asmodeus has something to do with that. And Asmodeus's power matches our own.
Do you know where the archangels are?
Yes.
Aren't they in the place that we were at the beginning?
Well, no, but the Sky Islands actually migrate around the world, so we don't.
It's also been
Know
over
where the
over
world
2
is.
years at this
And
point.
we were only brought to
Good
them.
question. The archangels have fled undersea to a place called Aquaba.
That's a cool name.
Thank you.
No, it's not.
I
Because
love
it's
it.
harder to get to than just
Well, it's under-
on the ground.
Yeah.
And your fellow
Landabah
I
would be
said it was a
cooler.
cool name.
Your
alright?
fellow
Right.
guild members are mostly okay. They're residing in a city or small town, I should say, called Shadowhaven, which is fairly close to where we think Unquavius's body is.
Now, could they be up to some shenanigans and trying to resurrect him?
That is what we suspect, but we do not have an answer. The archangels are typically
Secretive
a
group?
good race, and for some reason they've decided to team up with the devils and the demons, and we do not know why.
How do we get there?
Yeah, where is it? It's underwater, but you know.
We have the power to get you there and help you survive there for a couple of days.
That was what I was more interested in. I
Yeah,
was like, I don't
yeah.
really want to go there if we immediately drown.
We
Oh,
can
yeah,
give you. We
I don't
can
need to
give
breathe.
you. We can get you
You'll
to
sink quick, though. You
Aquaba.
can't swim.
to season 2. Roll new characters.
We can get you to Aquaba. We have, or you have, fellow guild members in the kingdom of Aquaba, the kingdom of the Tritons. Roll a history check. See if any of you know who Tritons are. Or what Tritons are.
Nat
20.
20.
Cool, I got a good one.
Which makes sense.
That makes sense.
Nat 20.
No
What?
way.
Now I have to
Homie.
roll.
I only
Yes.
got a 19.
I rolled a
You got a 19?
That's good. So,
Dude.
So close.
Fuck off. We know everything
Anyway.
about this
Hey,
place.
you know, I lived through an entire long work week to hopefully roll a nat 20 on Friday.
That's what we all hope for.
gotta love story building episodes. You would all know that Tritons are a race of very noble, aligned with good and for the better of mainly the sea. They're kind of like, they're kind of like, think of like Aquaman, like fish
Right.
people, hybrids kind of, and they are pretty much, they see themselves as the protectors of the sea, and they have a kingdom located in Aquaba where they've pretty much resided since their creation.
Um,
So we get to see mermaids.
They're not exactly mermen
okay.
or mermaids, merwomen
Or mermen.
So let me ask you this:
of course.
Of
the
course.
the Tritons are normally more noble, right? But are they working with the archangels?
They are not working with the archangels.
Fuck yes.
In fact, they are friends of Cock. Big
Wait,
friends.
so as of now, Cock is enemies with the Archangel? Like, they're actually active enemies with the Archangels?
Cock is currently engaging not only the archangels, but
I knew
the
those guys
devils
were-
and demons as well.
I knew
Okay,
the
This
archangels
whole
were
alliance
bullshit.
is taking over.
Ganta! Is Ganta alive?
Gonta is okay.
Oh shit, last time we saw him he was stuck in Archangel territory.
But he's pretty badass. He would make it up.
Fuck yeah!
He always
My
makes it
man.
out. All right. Well, I can't speak for. Maybe I can. I don't know. But
You can.
I think that we're down for this task. I mean,
If it gets
first
to-
off,
say that.
fuck the archangels.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
can we
I told you they were no
Fuck
good.
the archangels indeed.
fuck them in the ass?
Fuck them right in their stupid, beautiful asses.
Number two.
I
Number
like
two.
This. I like this count.
Yeah, that's good counsel. I like this. Number two. I'm ready to go kick some ass.
We have a gift for you
Ooh,
before you go.
I like gifts.
Hey, cool.
You guys feel another immense power. And you start to feel stronger. You feel knowledge pouring into your brains. And my gift to you for making it this far alive, through all the shit I've put you through, you are now level 6.
Oh shit! Oh
So-
snap!
What happens is you receive just tons of knowledge
God
of
energy.
all different things and all of these things that you have been studying about and reading about. And so, of course, Taryn
Knows about Dick.
all about Dick.
Of course.
He knew about that
one.
before.
Oh,
He
we are
knows
recording
even
this
more.
good. I was like, man, I hope we're recording that 6 burn I got on Darren.
So, Fenworth,
Yes.
of course, you all of a sudden
Get HP
you
points.
get an idea clicks in your head, and this remote that you have been working on for so long for your servant that you were working on in Vandoria, this remote control.
3
you have
years!
for
Fenworth,
3
what is it?
years.
I know it all! I split the thing open. I've had this thing intact for over a year, and I've been like super, it's like a holy item for me. Don't
Yeah.
fuck with this remote because it's not working, but I don't understand
You
why
put a lot
not.
of work into all
A
this.
lot of work, and it's almost complete. But I break it open for the first time in over a year. And I start working with some like magical circuits. There's crystals in there. There's runes in there. There's copper and silicone. So it's like a mix of tech
That's
and
sexy.
magic. Yeah. And these spirits have like finally made things click for me to figure out how to make this remote actually control the device that, oh my goodness, because I know there ain't no gods. Oh my goodness, I hope it's still intact somewhere in this world. So I put my remote together, and I finally make the circuits connect. It hasn't been able to work. It hasn't sent any signals to this goddamn robot, which works great, but doesn't follow my commands. And I press the activate button.
And you know for sure that this signal has been sent out.
I feel the magic off of
You
it.
feel it pulsating.
Fuck yes.
And you feel you can feel that your creation is out there and is getting its presence is coming closer to you.
Ooh, I'm excited, but I don't say anything to anybody.
Could Fenworth hide that? I don't know if Fenworth could hide his excitement.
He wouldn't he wouldn't be able to hide his excitement. I'd be bouncing up and down, Are we able to bounce? Are we on a
You could bounce.
floor?
Question.
Okay, so I bounce and like I'm excited, but I'm going like I don't say anything to anybody.
And after this knowledge is imparted to all of you, they're also going to tell you, we can give you 3 days in Aquaba. So you have 3 days to track down the archangels and retrieve the heart.
So okay, shit, 3 days.
3 days. That is very important. So please remember that.
What happens on day 4?
We can give you 3 days under the water,
Oh,
able
you
to
can't
move
breathe.
freely
Till we fucking
and
drown.
breathe, and of course use your magic.
We get things done pretty quickly.
Oh,
mean,
I
it-
can find a way for us to breathe. In 3
Sometimes
days.
sometimes it feels like months, but you know, realistically, we get it done.
We must warn you, we also have knowledge that Asmodeus himself is somewhere nearby. But we do not know where. His power is there, but hidden from us. We must warn you, he is around.
Just avoid him.
Is it him specifically, or could it be someone that works for him?
It is definitely Asmodeus. We
Shit.
will always know his power.
Alright.
All right. Well,
Hide behind the corner when he comes out, but we'll take care of business.
That's a good plan.
And then your bodies kind of start to feel heavy. And you almost begin to go into this hyperspace feeling that you had before, where you travel between all these planes. And as you're departing, you hear the Council of 12, which is currently 11, and they say, "Heroes of Cock, good luck." And you begin to fly back through all of these planes.
thanks.
And
Are you trying to give us the name Heroes of Cock?
yes, no, well, kind of.
I'll take it.
We've been talking about titles for a long time.
Exactly.
So I would say that is also a second gift to you guys. You have titles now. So as you guys are traveling in this hyperspace kind of motion, you're once again surrounded by almost like this bright light, and all of a sudden your bodies feel heavy almost.
Whoa.
And
too much for long.
Like normal?
you all stop, and you're surrounded by coral reef, and you are
super,
you are
not normal, heavy.
underwater, and there are schools of fish swimming by you. There's actually a whale swimming.
Oh shit.
How close?
I would say about 40 feet above you.
So I can breathe right now, yes?
Yes, you can.
I'm sure that this would
I was
be.
gonna say, I think our first reaction would all be to go, and then it's like, oh wait, we got oxygen.
So starting now, you're on a 3-day timer.
3-day timer.
We'll say
All of
Hey,
our
I'm putting the hours. on
72
mine.
hours. Wait.
we're gonna say you don't know exactly what time it is, but metagaming a little bit. It's about 1 p.m.
We got the little black screen with white font. It's like Majora's Mask. 72 hours remaining.
That's
Okay.
That's a good comparison.
First thing we need to do, most important, Fenrir swims up to the whale.
Alright, yeah. You're able to swim up there.
And I get
It's a very large blue whale.
I get as close to the mouth as I can.
And it
Fenrir, don't
swallows
get
you.
eaten.
It swallows you. It doesn't swallow you.
son of a
It's
bitch.
on your
I wouldn't have fought it. I wouldn't have fought it at all.
You go out his hole. on
You're
the
like,
top.
this is how I go.
Okay.
As you're sucked in.
I'm petting the whale, and I look back
Pinocchio
at
style.
yeah, I look back at the other two, and I talk without thinking about being underwater. I just try to talk. Oh my Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh my gosh.
I'm petting a whale.
And you're petting the shit out of it. and
But
it's
do they
going,
hear me?
I think that's what whales sound
Yeah.
like. We're gonna go
That's
with that.
good.
It was perfect. It was perfect. Me telling him it's perfect gets me a +2 on other rolls.
And as when you try to talk, you're just getting bubbles. But
Now you know how it feels.
but the thought of what you wanted to say, Mr. Doctor and Taryn both are able to hear you.
Whoa. I can hear you. Hey.
Can I go pet the whale too?
I'm gonna swim
Just
over.
say You
yeah.
can do anything you want to.
I'm
the
covering
whale.
my mouth because all I just heard was blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
So you all
gonna go pet the whale.
you all swim up to the whale and begin petting it. Everybody perception check.
Guys,
We're such bad adventurers. The first thing we do is go and pet whales.
Awful.
you guys are. Fenworth, I said from the beginning my flaw was trying to make friends. I'm trying to make friends with this whale.
That doesn't mean you're doing any better.
No, just you know what you're getting into. This is your fault for following along.
Actually, before we do our before the perception check numbers, everyone remember your numbers.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Fenworth do an animal handling check.
Well, that's really gay.
Why is that really gay?
I mean, you're absolutely jerking that whale off. That's
No,
not
I'm
even-
not.
We're gonna find out.
I mean, I know.
7 for animal handling.
Oh, he's jerking that
You're
whale
fairly
off.
close to the whale's penis.
I'm just petting the belly. Belly
And
rub.
that's why it's moaning, because you're pretty close and it's getting a little excited.
Belly rub.
Oh,
Big old hard whale dick.
I don't see it.
I'm sure you do.
You feel,
It's probably right next to you.
I'm oblivious.
you feel something poke you in the back.
God damn it. Right in the butt. Let's move on. Let's not get into this one.
It's not-
What?
Can I not get raped by a whale?
Can I ask that? Can I ask that?
Can't
You,
I just have
sir,
to do
would
that?
die.
I'm just being
Demolished
asking for
by
mercy.
whale cock.
Please don't.
Get on that fan fiction.
I'm not gonna go that. If you crit failed, I would have went that direction.
You dick.
No,
I'll take it.
Whale's dick. Whale's
Oh.
dick. Right on your back.
It wasn't that bad.
Perception checks. What did we all roll?
I got a 12.
15.
So I'm gonna go ahead and be glad because that one was a 4.
All right. Mr. Doctor. Of course, Mr. Doctor.
Of course, he saves the day.
Ocean theme. You hear the sounds of what seems. It's a lot of sounds. You hear weapons clashing. You hear not screams, but yells, and you hear this in the distance somewhere.
Hey, do you guys hear that? Get away from the whale dick. Come here.
Hell.
I stop petting the belly and I scramble back to Mr. Doctor. He's the one savior. He'll save me from the whale
I just
dick.
noticed this.
The whale is going to, after you stop, it's going to turn around and look at you and give you sad whale
God
eyes.
damn it.
Sad whale.
Don't look at the eyes. That's how they lure you in.
I-
They're worse than sirens.
I
Trust me, I know. I've been on these seas. You know me. You have never heard of the tale of the great blue whale who grabs you with his eyes and rapes you?
Get away!
It's one of the scariest tales of our village, our tribe.
There is no
Don't look them in the
reason-
eyes.
There is no reason on this god green earth that Fenworth wouldn't believe every single word that comes out of Mr. Doctor's mouth. And he looks directly into Mr. Doctor's eyes and looks nowhere else. Don't look at the rape fish.
We're keeping that in.
Oh, please. That's
Alex,
good. Please
Do
keep
not
that in.
delete that.
I'm looking at the dead look in Alex's
I will-
eyes.
I
Alex,
guess I'm keeping that now, huh?
I will rape you if...
Kenny will
Well, I
never.
want that. It's not really rape.
Alright. So,
You're welcome.
What are you guys going to say about
I'm crying.
Mr. Doctor informing you of these battle sounds coming from
Oh yeah, by the way,
the distance?
there's a bunch of battle sounds happening over here.
This, I got this. I got this. You don't call it battle sounds. The sounds of war. There you go.
There we go.
A battle.
The sounds of a battle. I hear the clash. The clash of opposing forces.
I hear some things hitting each other. They're making war sounds.
Dudes are mad.
and you're of course able to hear
That's my
sounds
favorite.
of
Dudes are mad.
a lot of cheering actually, and I would say all of you, after being informed of this, hear like this cheering and almost like uplifting, like very positive sounds coming from this fight that is
Sounds like
happening.
somebody won already.
Is it like a gladiator ring or something? Can I do a perception
I don't
check?
know. No.
Can I? I want to.
No, but you can start
I want to start moving
moving
towards that.
So I would say like we'll talk about that later actually. Okay, yeah. So you start swimming towards these battle sounds that you hear.
Okay, well, that's fine that you describe it like that. It's just Nick has to describe it better because he usually plays a bard. So verbs are his thing.
That's very true.
I want to grab onto Terran. I'll kick, but
Okay,
I'll
alright.
just hold on to your like
Good
waist
enough. Yeah, that's
and
fine.
kick.
I can deal with that as long as you kick.
I kick.
Kicking.
And we'll continue swimming over there.
Swimming
Alright.
long distances, not my chubby little thing.
No.
So you guys are kick swimming your way over towards these
You
battle
can use your arms
sounds
too.
that you hear.
Not if I can hold on to him.
These sounds of war that you're hearing. And you come to a cliff of some sort, and it drops kind of to where another part of the ocean floor would be. And in the distance, I would say possibly even a few 100 feet away, you can see.
Down or
Down.
Okay.
So you're on top of this cliff looking out onto the battlefield.
Okay.
And you can see two armies facing each other.
Oh.
And
Underwater?
Underwater.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
it looks like we got
Aquaman.
here right in time.
Are they both like
Mer-
merfolk creatures? Or like fish?
You cannot tell from this distance.
Okay.
We
But
can all understand each
you-
other's thoughts, right?
Yes, you
When
can.
he said we got here just in time, we could understand. Okay.
Yeah, we can still communicate.
Right. It's just weird for us.
It's just you're not communicating with your mouths. You're communicating with your.
Like telepathically.
I think it probably
With your
takes
hearts.
it takes the first time each time one of us try to talk verbally.
Pretty much anything you're
Then
thinking.
we're like, oh, the rest of you understood, but I didn't actually say anything, and we get it.
It's a very weird feeling.
Okay.
So you would
I
get
think,
it,
I
yeah.
think for the sake of doing a podcast,
No.
that we need to explain
No.
things and like say things to each other.
No. Everybody go blah, 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 and we'll write notes to each other.
Yeah. What I'm getting
Welcome
at
to
is.
the podcast.
Welcome to the
Welcome
fucking
to the
Dungeon Junkies.
Podcast.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Yeah, no. It's just we figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys are communicating telepathically. What you want to say, you're kind of able to say in your head as opposed to out of your mouth. So, and
good.
that those thoughts could somehow bleed together where you're thinking of random things.
I was gonna say that's horrible for not for Terran, for Fenworth.
Yeah. So keep that in mind over the next 3
Is that
days and games.
is that part of the spell
Yes.
Yeah.
that essentially the mages
They-
cast on
they-
us, or
they
the
did-
power the power that the council bestowed on us?
They were able to give you the ability to be in this place to track down these archangels, but they could only do it for 3 days.
Right.
Yeah. What do you guys think of this battle? It's a few, like I said, it's a few 100 feet away.
I want to do a perception to see who they are.
Okay.
Yes,
Roll
that-
with disadvantage. You're very far away.
8.
3.
Yep. Non-natural 1.
Okay. You
Got the negative.
You cannot.
I got it to 0.
You can see blue figures on both sides fighting each other.
So I think none of us like water in our eyes. I think that's what I understood from the situation.
The chlorine.
Is R. Kelly here?
Oh.
Pissing in our faces?
Oh, we understood.
Have to explain it.
Okay.
You guys are
Before
gonna
I got
have to-
depressed by Kenny, what exactly are our options?
I don't know.
That's up to you.
What else is around here?
Well, we see two.
There are a lot of
groups
schools
fighting.
of fish flying, swimming,
Water flying.
past you. A lot of just miscellaneous,
terrifying.
miscellaneous fish swimming around. This is a very abundant area. There's a lot of coral reef. There's a lot of
Think Finding
life
Nemo,
here.
but
Right.
Finding Nemo mixed with Lord of the Rings.
I was hoping for like remote.
You do have a whale following you around now, though.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
And
guys.
you notice he's kind of like lurking behind you guys, maybe about 100 feet, but you can tell.
Look, if
Look,
if we
if
have
it comes to it, we have to go fight. Like, we'll join that shit. I
Right.
don't want to. I don't
I'm
want to be followed
also-
by this whale.
No, I'm.
Super necessary.
I'll take
but-
one for the team. If I have to jerk this whale off for him to kill somebody, I will.
I just love the fact that
I
my
will.
little 12-year-old
I don't
Fenworth
want to, but
I'm
I
open
will.
to that.
willing to jerk off the whale for us.
He's not 12. It's just halfling.
Yeah,
You know,
it's mine.
he's 24, but halflings live to 200.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So
Gotcha,
it's
He's
like-
got that
gotcha.
Benjamin Buttons.
No, it's just he ages slower. So it's as if
Not
he
bad at
was
all,
12.
Alex.
He's got Benjamin Buttons.
I guess. It's still wrong for him to jerk off a whale.
Yes.
If that's what we're getting to.
Yeah. That's the argument we're making.
So, you guys, as you're noticing this whale behind you, these sounds of battle they sound like almost positive. You just hear a ha, ha, ha in the background, almost like a battle chant.
Wait, so can we see that they are fighting?
You can tell there's a battle. It would be
People are
obvious
killing
they're
each other.
fighting.
There's blood in the water.
Alright. I think we need
I
to
would
go
say
check
so.
and see
Let's
if
just-
they're, like,
You're
larvae.
just you.
No, there's blood in the water.
Oh, okay,
There-
alright.
What I'm getting at is I'm picturing it almost like a kind of like how a Civil War battle would be, where there's these two armies clashing into each other.
But it's very formal lines.
I'm confused.
It's very organized.
Okay.
I'm confused at what you mean by positive cheering.
I know.
Like,
That's all I can say.
like in the
It's like a
sense
battle
of,
chain.
like when the Civil War was occurring, you still have the people like you're getting shot at, but
Right.
they're still like drumming and
Uh-huh.
going on the flute. And,
Yeah.
And why? Because you're getting shot at. Why don't you duck down? But they don't duck because everything's really positive and you're stupid.
What it is,
I,
you can.
like I understand the concept
that's
of it.
what I'm
I don't
getting.
I don't really think it was really like that though.
That's what it was like.
Why don't you
All back
roll
then.
a
It was
history
Civil.
check?
Oh yeah, it was.
I don't think everything was all dandy and positive
Oh,
during the
I
Civil War.
I don't know
Okay.
about positive.
Hey,
No, I'm
the first battle of the Civil War, there were spectators having picnics.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like
do remember
compare it to this. The only thing I'm comparing is like these two armies are clashing. It's not like warfare today.
But
obviously.
you're right, but there's
It's like these two armies
a
are clashing
Napoleonic
together.
almost
Yes.
like formality about
Yeah.
like.
Okay.
Of course you stay in line. Why would you duck?
Yeah.
That is the
We're here to fight each
honorable
other.
thing to do.
Yeah.
You would sit in
Okay.
line, and if you get shot,
see,
then
that
you
makes
get
more
shot.
sense. That makes a
sorry,
lot more
my
sense.
Descriptions are not the best all the time.
I
No,
get, no,
you're
that
cool,
was my
dude.
description because I understood what you were going for.
Yeah.
It's just a more honorable. You sit in a line and you
It's
get
organized.
You fight. You
So
don't
what roll are we making?
perception or history.
If you would like to make a history check,
I would.
So I am going to go over to Fenworth and cast a guidance cantrip
okay.
to give you an additional D4 on this roll.
Beautiful.
What the fuck just happened?
Just because I don't. I was gonna. Yeah, I should have done it on myself first. Yeah. Oh well.
I just had my character sheet. I need to staple
Henry unprepared for
No.
the first time ever.
for the first time ever. There's too many papers now.
They're on the floor.
You guys have.
If you're at home listening, go ahead and clap right now. Good job, Henry.
You're making me.
Hold this up.
You're making me channel my inner Larry and want to flip you
My
off.
inner Larry.
I have half of my character sheet, guys. God damn it.
Got half of it.
I don't understand.
What here?
Where
Why
it went.
don't I'm
Is
going?
it the important half?
Fenworth,
Yes, it is. Here
what
it
did you roll?
Got it.
History check.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. You can tell
Did
that.
you roll your d4?
God damn it. I'm gonna roll my d4. Somebody give me a d4. I don't have mine. Huh?
Nice.
17.
Cool.
Bitch!
So, Fenworth would know that this, of course, what you would assume are Tritons are very proud warriors, very proud protectors of the sea. And you can tell that this is their battle, not battle chant, but kind of like a morale boost for the Triton armies.
But we like the Tritons.
The
Yeah,
Tritons
they're
are
on-
your friends. You know that because of the council.
Who are they fighting?
Cannot tell. You guys are way too far away.
Can we tell who is in charge, or like where maybe the general would be?
You cannot.
Can I would like to do another perception check.
Actually, the commander, I would say, of the army would, with your knowledge of battle formations, you could tell that the commander would be towards the front.
Good. All right, I like
They're
this general. I
they're-
like this general
they're-
already.
They're very brave fighters.
If he was in the back, I wouldn't like him.
Anyway, Nick, what's up?
Yeah, I wanted to do a perception check specifically for some sort of civilization.
Sure.
You know, like maybe a town so
I'll
far off
give
in the
you
distance.
one. I'll give you guys one more perception check if you would like, since we just did one.
22.
Okay. Unfortunately, you cannot see any civilization anywhere nearby. You're so focused on this battle ahead.
Well, I don't remember the Council of 12 saying that there was going to be a huge war going on, like right here when we showed up. Like I knew that they were.
What did they say
they're-
about where we were going to show up exactly?
Not much.
Not very much,
Just a city of Aquaba.
but we're
So-
not at a city. We're
But
not
which
at a
the
city.
Tritons are in charge of. Right?
Correct.
Right.
So are they under attack? I mean, obviously they're in
theoretically,
battle.
Right, we should help
Like
them.
I know that.
But which side should we help? They're all
No, the Tritons.
No, the Tritons.
Oh, they're
Yeah, no, they're
They're-
good.
they're
They're
in charge
friends
of
of
Aquabot.
Cock.
right. But what was the other side?
Who knows?
Oh.
It's either gonna be archangels, and
Devils or
the
demons.
devils and
So
demons.
can we just get closer and go?
Yeah, well, that's what I was looking for. Who's in charge? Because I want to go say, hey, let's go help. Like
Yeah.
we're here to help.
That's up to you guys.
Then
we
let's
would
just
we would
move-
start
start
swimming.
touring
We
the-
would start
Yeah.
swimming towards the Aquaba or the Triton lines and try
Okay.
to approach whoever appears to be. If we see like someone in charge, the first person we see that looks to make decisions.
Okay. So you guys begin swimming closer, and you're as you start approaching, I would say you're probably about 60 feet away at this point, and you're able now. You can fully see that these Tritons are in battle with a bunch of almost shark-like humanoid creatures, which you would know, and I'm
Street
gonna
sharks!
butcher. I am going to butcher this name. There's Sahagwins? Sahagwins?
Oh, okay.
But they don't, and you guys would know, especially Dr. Euphoria, because of your knowledge of the sea, you would know what these are. They don't really look normal. They're not, like, I guess, natural looking, like
Yeah.
they would normally be. In fact, as you start approaching closer, you can see this weird hourglass mark on them that you've seen on enemies before. And their eyes are anywhere from red to pitch black.
Hey, so
And as you approach, you catch attention from the Triton army, and you hear one of them yell, "Look, it's Cock!" and You hear cheering. Heroes of Gawk are here, and they are cheering you guys on, and they are so happy that you're there.
I'm pressing my button.
And
And
wave.
you're pressing your
Hey, hey.
Do a Queen's wave.
Yeah.
And this feeling of your this thing that you've been working on, it feels close. You can feel its energy.
I still say
incredibly
nothing.
close
I still
by.
say nothing to anybody.
And at this point, the battle is still continuing. But you see something very large begin swimming towards you at an incredibly fast rate. And as it gets closer, it almost looks, it's kind of serpent-like. And as it gets closer, its mouth opens, and it's a very large beast. Very dark black eyes. And at the front of it, it's what you would call mouth opens up, and these very large tentacles reveal a beak of some kind. And we're all rolling initiative.
Oh, snap.
So this creature begins very quickly swimming towards you, and you can hear the army, at least a handful of people, watch out! And you look up, and this thing's swimming towards you. Fenwith is the first one to see this thing.
Good job.
Is it swimming directly towards me? Like,
It's swimming towards all of you.
Okay, so I want to swim 20 feet to the left.
Sure.
Does port count? I don't know if it counts if it's underwater. Port! 20 feet to port!
I don't think it counts.
It does. If you're in a sub, bro,
All
tell
right.
me it doesn't count if you're in a sub.
I guess
So,
Okay, then I go 10 feet.
okay.
And I shoot directly at its gosh darn face. Because what else does Fenworth do? Besides make friends and shoot at people's faces.
Try and jack whales off.
That slipped out of my hand. I'm gonna count it though, because it was a critical hit.
Yes.
Roll that bitch.
10, 14, 18, 19, 22?
Nice.
22.
Okay.
So Fenworth, reacting quickly as he usually does, sees this thing, swims forward, and blasts this thing in the face, and you just hear this screech in pain. So, it is Terran's turn.
Oh damn! That
Okay.
initiative sucks on that creature.
It rolled a 2.
Oh,
Dang.
see?
Nice.
You beat Terran, you gotta suck.
I will swim. I'll just swim next to Fenworth, so I can protect him as usual. And
not actually as usual,
Yeah.
but we're getting
okay.
we're getting more along that lines recently. Yes,
Terran does
my
a good
power.
job.
All right,
you're getting better now about it.
But I also have the Aura of Protection, which gives you +3 on every saving roll ever, as long as you're 10 feet within.
Plus
within 10
3?
feet, yeah, on every saving roll. But I'm out of javelins. So,
No!
I'll sit here and
I'm about to make 2 for you.
do that. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Mr. Doctor, you're up.
Sweet. So I'm going to move forward my 15 feet,
Okay.
and I'm going to use.
Just come next to me, though.
Half your
We always
movement
come
speed,
when
so
we're
yeah.
next to you.
Right. And I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Done.
It's a flame like radiance, so it's not actually a flame.
Yeah, well, like I said, we'll make
It's a holy
your-
flame. It's not a fire flame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can make fire spells work. It'll just be a little different.
It depends on if it's magical fire or if you're actually trying to hit a flame and steel together and
Yeah,
start a
that
fire.
would be a little different.
So
Whatever
that's
dice
2.
kicks the most ass.
Oh, that's not good. 1 and 8. That's 9.
Wow, you can mix
9 damage.
Boil them up.
And then I'm going to use spiritual weapon. It's gonna come in the form of a
Little boy.
God. Pinocchio.
R. Kelly.
It's gonna
Two R.
come,
Kelly jokes.
but they don't even make sense.
Yes, they do, Nick.
It's gonna come in the form of a harpoon,
Hell yeah.
and I'm going to throw it at it,
Fuck yeah.
Do that.
and I probably don't hit.
No,
It's gonna
you have your
be-
inspiration.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna use my inspiration on this battle.
We always forget about it though, so I just wanted to remind
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. I don't hit,
Okay.
so it's
Yeah,
sad.
if you say that. You
I got a 3.
Yeah. All right. But you did your best, and that's what counts.
Yeah.
He didn't do his best.
So,
He chose not to do his best because his best will count for more later.
so you summon the spiritual weapon.
I did 9 damage.
And it goes to hit it, but it's moving quickly, and I can't stress that enough. It moves fast, and it misses. Now it is this thing's turn,
No.
Bring it on.
and
Oh, we had different reactions.
it swims straight for Terran, of course, since he's protecting the party.
He also screamed, "Bring it on,"
Bring it on.
which was a great movie.
Yeah.
So it's going to fly or swim
Whoa.
straight towards Terran, and it is going to swing around and try and smack you with its tail.
He's got a magical shield, bro. It's got an eyeball on it. It looks like an eyeball. The big,
Super scary.
the shield is a giant eyeball.
It's like.
And it's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Good job, shield.
Shield.
Did you roll your
Fuck,
initiative
is
with
this how you use this thing?
Yeah.
Damn,
So that
Yeah,
is
like a
going
3 that
to
one time.
do 10 damage.
Okay.
not bad. That better not be bad. You just got. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm at almost 60 HP.
Yeah. I'm at 62.
And then
What are you at?
quickly it flips back around, and it is going to
New level up?
extend its tentacles out from the front of it, and it is going to try to hit you with
57.
those.
That's gross.
And that's 17 to hit. Or sorry, 24 to hit.
How do you go from 17 to 20? Yeah, that hits.
Plus 7. And we're going to...
Big difference.
Ooh. And that does 18 slashing damage.
I don't.
And
math.
then, as these
trying
tentacles extend out and pull you in, it almost clamps you with its tentacles and draws you inward.
That's hot.
And its
That's
mouth,
hot.
or beak, I should say,
Either
is going
one.
to try and bite into
Whichever's
you.
the sexiest.
And that's a 10 to hit.
Yeah, it does not.
And you're able to kind of pry your weapon into its beak as it bites down and tries to chomp on you. Fenworth, you're up though.
I want to blast at it again.
So it would be facing towards you at this point, and it has, of course, Terran kind of in its tentacles.
Yeah, that's not cool, bro. Let go of my friend. You jerk.
Do that.
That doesn't count because it rolled into my lap. That's awful. That's awful. A 7? No, I'm sorry, a 10.
That is going to miss.
I miss.
And
Sorry, Alex.
fearful of hitting your friend,
Yeah, he's
you
pretty close to it.
instinctively, you're a little afraid to fire. You kind of hesitate, and you miss.
Shit!
But Terran, you're up.
Oh.
And you're right. You're like in this thing's mouth almost. Cool.
Yeah, I'll just heal myself for 25. That's fine. That'll.
Bonus actions?
Nope. Actually, I will cast Shield of Faith. That's a good idea.
Nice.
That's a bonus action. Yes. So
Cool.
I have +2 to my AC as well as heal myself for
Hell
25.
yeah.
So I'm
Nice.
mostly back to full health.
And even better than you were before.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, Mr. Doctor, you're up.
Sweet. I'm
Lay the
gonna,
hate down, bro.
Yeah. I am gonna go ahead and use Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
Oh, and That's just damage. Ooh, 8.
Cool.
10. So 10 damage. And then I'm going to move as a bonus action. I'm going to move and attack my spiritual weapon, my harpoon,
Okay.
and attack this foul beast.
Hell yeah.
That is going to be a 20, unnatural 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Fuck yes. Finally someone getting good rolls.
Mm-hmm.
We need it. And that is 7 damage.
Cool.
Wait, spellcasting modifier
Oh goddamn, that's good as
is
shit.
7. Oh,
Yes.
that's 10 damage.
Cool. Yeah, and this magical like heat missile pretty much is flying and hitting this thing. It's not happy. It's screeching as each flame hits it.
Fuck yes, fuck you, bitch.
And
I'm excited.
right after that,
This is why.
these two armies are battling in this distance, and you can tell that they're trying to come help you, but they're a little occupied at the moment. But as your focus is kind of on this army, it's drawn immediately towards this big mechanical figure that flies down into the water, and it's going to essentially help you guys. It drops straight down onto this serpent-like octopus that you're fighting. And what does it do, Henry?
Yeah, well, I think when that occurs, Finworth would be just like almost curled up in a ball because we're in water.
Yeah.
So he would almost be in the fetal position, just giggling and laughing because he's got the remote in his hands. And the it essentially looks like a full-grown chimpanzee, like big ass, like I could kill a bro, homie.
Oh yeah.
But it's got some mechanical wings on its back,
Nice.
and it's a little bit broader, but it's going to immediately tear into the guy that is got its tentacles wrapped around my bro, because that's not cool.
All right.
So it's got a multi-attack.
Nice.
So it tears in with both of its talons. It's got 2 talon hands.
Cool.
Oh, that's a 9 and a... God dang. Not a great opening roll, so a 9 and an 8.
All right. Unfortunately,
He'll get
both
there.
of those are going to miss, but your mechanical servant flies
Yeah, it like
down.
dives into it pretty
dives
much.
into the water and begins just furiously trying to attack it.
Yeah.
This thing is just dodging it
Trying to save
over
you.
and over again. And we're going to end right there.
Ah!
Damn it.
What a place to stop.
I've been so excited for Michael.
Right when he comes in.
Michael, no!
Michael,
You already named
no.
him?
Oh yeah, I already
Nice.
I named him after that dick ass fucking angel that turned out to be a bad guy.
Well, thank you for listening to our episode as always. Please keep supporting us by checking out our website, dungeonjunkies.com, where you can find all your shit. All the shit. Everything.
All this shit.
And,
Wow.
and that
Go
means,
for it, Nick.
and that means that you can actually stream every single episode and download them individually. And anytime that we go to update anything, we're going to do it on the website. And you can also check us out on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie. We're always on there. And that's primarily where we, any big announcements that we have will go directly to Twitter. So
Oh yeah, follow us. Slide in them DMs. If you want to message us in any other way, go ahead and hit us up at dungeonjunkies@gmail.com. Tell us, hey, I didn't like that episode. It was kind of shitty. How come I didn't hear Alex talk more? He's kind of hot, and I want to hear that voice a little more. And Kenny, maybe he should shut up. It would be a little hard because he's a DM, but you know what? I got a differing opinion. But if you like what you heard and you want to say, I want to suck that Nick cock, go to iTunes and rate us 5 stars because we need all them 5 stars. It helps us out so much, and we will get to so many more people through those 5 stars.
Hell yeah.
Amazing. And if you hate us, if you absolutely despise us, you can email us.
I already said that.
We did the
He
email.
just
I
said
did
that.
email.
He did the
What
email.
have we not done yet?
What was the next one? Patreon.
Patreon. We got new episodes coming up on Patreon. Bim, bam, boom, go. Yeah. Check it
Oh.
out. $1. Bam. Oh.
I love you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good ending. Bye.
Solid ending.
It was good.
Get out of here. Go. Out. Get out. Out.
I actually really like that.